Hello, in this section of the video, we're going to talk about how to use assessments for short word or essay responses from students. Once you're in your Schoology course, make sure you go to Add Materials, select Add Assessment, fill out the necessary information. Let's say this is a daily prompt, and we'll put that. Put a due date. Make sure your submissions are enabled, and you can select different options of enable until, enable from, and until. Category. Now here's where you can decide if you want to count this as a daily assignment or as a major. So keep that in mind as well. And then click on Create. Once you click on Create, you'll be taken to the assignments section. Here, you make sure you go over the setup and look over all the necessary options for your written response and your prompt that you have for students. You can add instructions in this text box. You can provide a time limit and so forth. In this case, I'm just going to leave it as is and then click on Questions. And here's where you're going to be using a short answer / essay type of question. Down here on the left, you'll select Short Answer. And on the top, this is where you'll compose the question that you have for the students. Now, this can be one question. It could be a written prompt. For example, if I was doing, let's say, a fourth grade release written STAR test, you can copy the prompt in here, and you would need to format it so it looks correct. For example, probably bold the read, think, and write. Now down here, you'll see where it says text formatting options for students. These options, you can turn them on or off. The ones that are in gray are turned on. So if I don't want my students to be using bullet lists or numbers or changing anything of the sort, you can turn those off. If you want them to have it automatically aligned and so forth, you can make those choices here in the text formatting options. Below that, you'll have a word limit. Now, here, for example, on average, one page single-spaced will be 500 words. So I'm going to change that to 500 words. You can have it always visible to show the word limit, on limit and off. You can also allow submissions over the word limit. This is going to be completely up to you on how you use the assessment tool for your either daily prompts or if you're practicing for writing a composition and so forth. Again, here's the checkbox to show the word count. And then here's placeholder text for instructions. So here you can say make sure to read your responses before submitting. Below that, you'll choose the learning objectives and you would align it to your rubric. Now before you click Save, you want to preview the question on the very top and make sure it looks okay. What you see is what the students will see at the beginning, and down here you see the placeholder text that was selected and the word count right here on the bottom right. And then students will just start typing their responses. So we're going to go back to the top here to show you the toolbar that will also show up for students. What's great about the assessment tool, it allows them to read the text as well. You would have to show the students ahead of time this aspect. You can highlight it and it will read the actual text.
Read the information in the box below. No matter how old
Okay.
you are, you can always...
You can also use the option of to show for certain students if they want to read the questions as they move down. So we're going to click on Save. And once it's saved, your question or your written prompt is ready. You can provide how many points this will be. Keep in mind that when you did the first assessment prompt, you had already 100 points here. Okay, so that's how it's going to average out. And when you're finished, it's already ready to go. Submissions are enabled, so students will be able to take their assessments. I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much. Hello. In this section of the video, we're going to discuss how to use assignments for short answers and essays. Once you're in the Schoology course, go ahead and select Add Materials and select Add Assignment. When prompted, go ahead and put the name of the assignment. So for this example, Daily Writing Prompt. And a description. But we want to focus right now on where it says Assign from App. Now, what you'll need to do is click on Google Drive Assignments. And what we're attaching is an already created template that you would need to work on ahead of time. We're going to view it first so you can preview it, and it'll show you the daily written prompt. Now the prompt's already written inside the document, the Google Doc, in bold, and all that students are going to have to do is go ahead and start typing on it once they receive it. So we're going to close this, select the prompt, click on Attach, then go ahead and give it a due date. What you want to do next is select a category. So this is completely up to you if you're going to mark it as a daily assignment or a major grade. And make sure that it says that this will create a copy of your file for each student. And then you'll select Create. Now, once you have that selected, it will create and open up the assignment page, as you can see here. You'll see a due date. You'll see that a description has not been provided for this assignment. You can write a description in there. You can even put the prompt again if you wish. And you can also preview the document again. Here you'll see the In Progress tab. And here we'll list all the students in your roster. And it will show you if they've opened the assignment or not. So going through these, you'll see, for example here, Belinda has already opened up the document. And what you'll see is that the document will automatically format to have her name in the document and her ID. And you can also see this live. So you can see right here that Belinda is typing up her answers for the document. When they're finished, they would just submit the assignment and you would have the final piece. Right here is where you'll see submissions, and it'll show you, and you can filter it by graded, needs grading, late, and on time. I hope this section has been very helpful, and thank you very much. Hello. In this section of the video, we're going to cover another way of using assignments for short word or essay responses. So what you want to do is click on Add Materials, select Add Assignments again. Here we're going to give the name of the assignment, so Daily Science Prompt. And you can also put the description of the prompt in here. Now, you need to make sure you have a due date. Select the category. Again, this is up to you if you're going to categorize it as a daily assignment or a major grade. Now, in the description, what you're going to do is you're going to add the link, a forced copy of a document, of a template for your students to use. For example, we're going to go to the document. It's already been pre-created. Right. Here you can see the prompt, write about the entire water cycle using the following word bank. And what you want to do is click on Share. Down here, make sure it says Spring ISD. You're going to copy the link, click on Done. We're going to go back to the daily prompt, the assignments right here, and make sure to click on this link. We're going to put the link, Daily Science Prompt. So we're going to highlight it, click on link. Now, when you paste it, make sure that you change the very last part after the / to copy. Click on Insert. What this is going to do is it's going to cause a forced copy for students to open up their documents. When you select Create, your assignment will be created. Again, you can click on it, and the students will see this on their screen. When they click this, on the student side, it will ask them if they want to make a copy. When they make a copy, the students will have a copy of that document. Make sure you let your students know, or you can add this in the description of your assignment, to add their names into the document or into the actual Google document itself here where the prompt is. Now, for this next part, as a student, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the student side when they have to submit this assignment. I'm going to go to another class. Here, they'll see a button that will say Submit Assignment. For this example, I'm resubmitting an assignment. The student will need to select Resources. Next, they'll choose Apps, and they will choose their Google Drive resources. And as you can see here, there's the document that was copied before, the forced copy of daily science question. Make sure again that the students do put their name on it so that it shows their name. When they select it, they'll click on Import File. And this may take a few minutes to upload depending on their internet speed, and they'll see that they've submitted it. On the teacher side, you will see that document submission, and then you can annotate it and provide feedback for your students. Thank you very much.